bit poignant.
Is this Bobby's task, is it? Bob's
Dave,
card.
you know we were talking about earlier what you thought we were going to be doing? We will be.
Okay.
All right, so my card says, give a speech about what your experience in a Big Brother house has meant to you.
This is Big Brother. Rules state all housemates should answer every question.
Oh, no.
Go, what was the question again, man?
Give a speech about what your experience in the Big Brother house has meant to you. So shall I start it off?
Yeah.
Well, God, I'm not very good at speeches, so I'll keep it kind of short. My experience in a Big Brother house has meant a lot to me. As I've watched the show for the last 10 years, whenever I could, I've tried to get on it many, many times and always had knockbacks. I've always tried, but this experience has been undescribable for me. It's meant everything to me. It's basically saved me in a lot of ways. I was in a really dark place and a really sad place at the beginning of this year. I know it's... Hang
on a minute, Mole.
And, yeah.
He just wiped that one away, so.
Yeah. Right, go to the diary room. This time Mole is rigged. But, you know, like I told you before, Dave.
Yeah, it's good.
I entered this house with a lot of sadness inside me that I'd carried over for the past year, and I've gotten rid of it all being in here. So in a lot of ways, it's helped me find me again. So I can't thank them enough for the experience in here.
Mate.
That's awesome.
It's Wheel of Fortune.
What was your favourite task and why?
Well, my favourite task, sadly, you came in that week. You didn't get to take part in it. But my favourite task was when we had BB High here. That was just my favourite. I mean, to take part, to record a music video and actually have your own line in a song was just, every kid's dream of being a pop star when they're a teenager, and you grow out of those dreams, and then when you actually get the chance to actually be a little pop star, have your own music video and have your own line was just the best thing ever for me. And the fact that when we got to watch it, and the fact that we found out it's had over 1 million hits on the internet is just something I'm so proud of that we've all done together. So that's my favourite task and why.
Well done.
That's awesome,
Stay
no.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
I'd love to.
Here we go.
Who was the sexiest housemate of the series?
The sexiest housemate of the series?
You know it's me, Mole.
Apart from Dave, but you're married.
I know. You do fancy
That
me.
matter if they're married or not?
I know you fancy me, Mole, especially since about my haircut.
I would say the sexiest housemate of the series, personally for me, was Nathan. I won't go into too many details, but of my reasons why I thought he was the sexiest, but I loved his manner, his personality, and his really gruff voice. I think his gruff voice, and his masculine features, but still fun part of his personality, and beneath the rough exterior, he had a real brain about him as well, which I found sexy. So I thought Nathan was the sexiest, even though he's hitched up. We'll look past that point.
Which housemate do you think has changed the most during their time in the house? Okay.
Well, this is sort of a difficult question for me, really, because I have only been here 6.5 weeks, so I haven't known all of you from the beginning. The only person who I've known for the full time in this house is JJ, and I think he's been quite constant in this house. I mean, I think you are who you are since you came in here, that's right to say.
Yeah.
But what I have heard is how Mario has talked about being in this house has given his ability back to be able to laugh again. I think that's one of the best traits that a person can possibly possess, the ability to laugh. And so I'm really, really pleased that this house was able to bring him that. And although I didn't know him at the beginning, if this is the man that he's ended up as, then this has definitely been a positive experience for him. So I'd say Mario.
Oh, thank you.
Mole-san?
Oh, I would have cheered more then, but I need to spray.
Right, so Well, this would be no surprise that I think the housemate that has changed the most is Andrew. You know, when he landed in his spaceship, he was shaking like a leaf when he came in through the door. He was so nervous, you know, and just in the last six weeks, you know, we've become really close, and I've got to have some deep conversations with you in bed about your life and things that have held you back in your life, and you've sort of overcome all of those challenges, like, you know, how we used to go in the diary room, we used to assign you secret tasks that you had to do with the other housemates.
I remember those.
And I think you've really transformed. It's almost like you've come in here as a boy, and now you're going to be leaving tomorrow as a young man with...
Yeah, come on. I believe that. That's good, dude.
And what?
That's good. I believe that.
And sort of, you know, you're going to be all the skills that you've gained here. You're going to take out into the world with you, and hopefully they'll help and enhance your next life experience. So I pick Andrew.
Oh, that's great.
Thank
dude.
you.
That was
My
good.
turn now. They
Oh,
ruined.
Okay. Who did you think was the funniest housemate?
I thought the funniest housemate was Benjamin. I thought he was just everything about him made me laugh. But I think that what made me laugh all the time was the fact that his humor, not a lot of people got. And the more when he tried to be funny and no one else got it, that became even funnier for me. And he couldn't understand why no one found any of his humor funny.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
And the more he hit like a brick wall with that group trying to get his humor across, the funnier I found it. And there's the situations he got himself into was quite funny. So I think Ben, for all his quirky physical traits and his mental attributes, I think he was the funniest housemate.
Yeah, come on. How many more's in there, Mole?
Probably another 2 times around, unless they stop it altogether.
Okay. I like it.
Oh no! Take it in turns to each do your best impressions of your fellow housemates. Do we mean every single housemate that's been in here, or do we just pick one that we want to impersonate? What do you think we should do?
What does the question say again?
Take it in turns to each do your best impressions of your fellow housemates.
I guess the
I suppose it could be anyone, couldn't
could be
it?
anyone, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do an impression. You guys got to guess see if you can guess who it is.
Sunshine!
Yeah, sunshine.
Sunshine's hungry. Sunshine's going to go put on some makeup.
That was good, man.
What has been your funniest moment of the series?
My funniest moment in the series is kind of sad because none of you will have seen it. It was a private moment between Corin and I. It was when we had that birthday cake. It was when Andrew Stone had come. You know, we'd eaten like half the cake and it had just been sitting there for days and days. And Corin kept saying, "Shall we bin it? Shall we bin it?" We kept saying, "No, we could keep eating." And we had had alcohol that night. And it must have been like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was just me and her in the kitchen. And she goes, "Mary, do you think we should bin it?" And I went, "Yeah." And she went, "Ah!" She went, "Ah, fucking Christ!" And she flipped on this.
Sorry, Mary. Sorry, Mary. Sorry.
And she just totally flipped on this cake. She started screaming at it, abusing it, calling it names, picking it up and slamming it on the table. And she just like if you'd have like flushed one of her wigs down the toilet, she completely and utterly flipped. And I was sitting on the floor with tears coming down my eyes. I was laughing so hard because she was like, the cake was here. She was screaming at it like this, like and all her face was red. She like totally, I don't know if it was just misplaced rage, but she just went crazy at the cake. I don't know, you could probably hear her in the bedroom. And it just made me laugh to the point where I actually couldn't even stand up anymore, and I felt physically sick from laughing. But that was the funniest moment in my series, and hopefully they pick that up, and you'll be able to see that when we get out of here, because it's just so funny.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, wicked.